Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to BattleTech Heavy Metal, where I have made a decision about our pirate reputation. So you can see right now we are at -18, which is indifferent. The range of indifferent is -19 to +19 reputation points. The reputation that you have with a faction governs a couple of things. Number one, how much they're going to charge you at stores that they own. You get a markup with, or you get a discount with people who like you. The second thing, and the way more important thing for our purposes, is the maximum contract difficulty they will offer you. While we're indifferent, the pirates will offer us up to 3 skull contracts. If we lose even a single point of rep, we'll fall down into the disliked range, which is where we are with the Taurians. You can see here, at disliked, they won't offer you anything higher than 1.5 skulls. With those tiny little contracts, it can be very difficult to work your way back up to positive reputation. So, I think I am not willing to take another negative point of pirate rep. We're going to maintain at least indifferent, and I would like to get us higher, because getting higher reputation with the pirates can give you access to the black market, and the black market has some really exciting stuff in it. Now, I don't know exactly how it's changed. They have clearly completely overhauled the way the stores work, because there's way more valuable stuff in the stores now, just like the normal stores now. So I don't know if that means that the black market is relatively less valuable because you can get good stuff everywhere, or if the black market also saw an increase in its effectiveness. I want to find out. So we're gonna try to play nice with the pirates as best we can. A few of the jobs on this planet would have us up against the pirates, losing rep with them, but not all of them. So let's see. It's this one, the only 2 skull, which is unfortunate because it's the highest paying job on the planet, but it's not by that much. And then like a couple of the Liao ones down here. So let's just find the most difficult one that isn't against the pirates. That one's not okay. Here we go. We'll start here. And these all look easy enough. I was talking about maybe resting for a day here to let the fire starter get completed and let the low spirits debuff wear off of a couple of people. But honestly, these jobs are easy enough. We shouldn't need to do that. A Capellan philanthropist is a patron of the arts here in Mandalis. A favored painter has been accused of heresy by the system's religious police. These zealots are propped up by foreign local government agents. He'll be extradited to face trial and likely execution in local government territory. We can't allow that to happen, but we don't want to incur reprisal from the religious leaders, so that's why we're hiring you. Locate the painter, rescue him, and at the personal request of the patron, recover the painting that started this whole mess. You know what? That sounds like a thing that we could get into. So my guess is we're not going to see a lot of valuable salvage on these missions. I think we could probably take these all down to a single point of priority salvage. And we'll just try to blaze through these as quickly as is reasonable. We can give Sourdough and Crackle, just give them a little break so we don't have to worry about the debuff. And this will be a good chance to get some XP on other people, I suppose. I guess Trampoline and Returned are the 2. Yeah, that's fine. Do we want, this is the UAC mech, so we probably want Tire Fire in the UAC mech. That's the one where the accuracy is most important, and we're going into a jungle biome, so hotter than comfortable temperatures, but not like super hot. I think we're gonna bring the assassin. Let's take the assassin. We'll leave Trampoline, or we'll leave the urban mech at home. I don't think it's gonna have the mobility that we want here in a place that is heavily forested. And I don't really have any idea what we're going to be up against, but I think it is probably broadly true that the urban mech is better, but in a situation where walking is difficult is probably where it is at its worst. Also, if I remember correctly, jungle maps tend to have a lot of spiky elevation changes. There's a lot of ridges and mountains, so direct fire weapons on a mech that doesn't walk very well are tricky. If that urban mech was outfitted with like a bunch of LRM pods or something, it would be a little simpler. Darius does not understand what's so offensive about this painting. I feel like they should show us the painting. Apparently they take this sort of thing real seriously out here, though. I'm burning with curiosity about the painting that is going to be responsible for the deaths of, let's say, like, a dozen people at least here.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, straightforward retrieval, locate the painter, get to the evac zone. Easy. Find our target over there. Extract safely. Keep the mech carrying the artist in one piece. So we'll put him in one of the Centurions.
This is exotic, right?
Honestly, we could probably just put him in the assassin too. The assassin's plenty fast.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
We got a reading up. Okay, they're almost on top of him already, it would seem. Looks like sprinting and jumping get us about the same amount of movement, but one of them doesn't generate any heat. Okay, heat sinking ability by 10%. So actually, the moisture increases the efficiency of our heat sinks. I'm a little surprised by that outcome.
Moving to position.
Alright, well, we should be able to get a visual reading on that pretty soon. I mean, I do miss sensor lock when we don't have it. We'll get it on a couple more pilots soon.
Waiting for orders.
So that guy has just made himself impossible to shoot. You know what? I'm going to reserve down and let that other mech move up on us. Man, it's just all locusts. You know, there are other small mechs. I'm surprised that we're just seeing the same ones over and over and over again. I guess there's not a huge number of them, but... we're not even seeing... we're very rarely seeing Jenners. Feels like we're missing a lot of the variety of the lower mech classes. So apparently they have a bunch of other mechs, because that's...
waiting on you, Commander.
all that stuff very slowly taking its turn on 4.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Let's start things with the Jenner. It's gonna run up here and take a crummy shot to strip his evasion. Maybe we just fire the tag. I guess I should fire as many guns as I can without generating significant heat. There's no point in not shooting, right? We put the SRMs in? Yeah, okay, I'll take that.
Target confirmed. What can I do for you?
And then the assassin is now going to treat that thing as though it has 0 evasion. So let's finish it.
Coordinates received. All weapons are go. Want some more? Huh?
Yeah, damage spread out too evenly.
I
That's a
hear ya.
shame. Okay, well, it should still be pretty easy to finish the job. And then with the other one, I don't really think there's a lot we can do.
Got it.
We could fire a random shot off at him, but it's not going to help. Let's turn off the UAC. Boy, our hit chance is a little bit less good than I was hoping for here.
Time to die.
Okay, both of the lasers missing really sucks. That's a 3rd point of damage to that pilot. Ah, he's still alive. I mean, you don't have to be a very good pilot to make it to 4 health. This is overkill, but let's just make sure the job gets done, right? This mech has plenty of ammunition.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay, so they have a tank. It's probably a striker. Yeah, that looked like an LRM-10 to me.
Took a heavy hit there.
Boy, this version of the assassin really is low on armor. Maybe I should rebuild this and prioritize its safety a little bit more.
Minor damage, Commander.
Ready for orders.
I don't really want to move first. I want to reserve down, let him unguard. But he's definitely going to hit the assassin. I mean, I'm not going to be able to stop him from doing that with the Jenner. May as well just let him go. Yep, he'll run over, he'll take a shot instead of going to guard mode. No punch through. Well, actually, he shot at one of the Centurions. And he managed to hit with multiple weapons in the same location. As it feels like the AI always does. Okay, interesting. And those guys are going to have a real rough time coming up on us with us having the high ground and the autocannons.
Good to go.
Good to go.
So he managed to find a good cover location. We can jump up here, have a whole bunch of evasion.
Time to fly.
And we could try to aim for the leg, but also we're firing into the side. There's like a not unreasonable chance we just get 40 damage and put his leg out. I'm going to go ahead and precision strike. It would be really nice if he was dead. If his leg goes down, the other mechs will be able to finish him off really easily. Nope, managed to spread the damage
Critical hit, Commander.
perfectly over all 3 of the sections we could hit from that side, destroying none of them.
Waiting for orders.
Great. Really, really great outcome there. And now the assassin is providing cover for this thing, so I can't get an unobstructed shot on it. Oh, there we go. I can do that. Alright, you know what? I'm going to just give him everything. We don't need to hit him with the tag again.
Critical hit, Commander.
So, no armor blow through, but he's in rough shape.
Good to go.
Can we move to a position? You can't move at all. The only place she could move from the space she's in is the place that Returned is currently standing. We need to get him out of the way. And out of the way up the hill would be nice.
Engaging jump jets.
Yeah, 36 damage. That should be relatively easy. I'm not even going to bother firing the LRMs.
Engaging target.
Oh, he still has cover in the
Waiting
trees.
on you, Commander.
I can't believe I can't believe he survived by 1 HP. Ridiculous. Really, I'm not allowed to land on this ridge at all? Alright, well, we'll do this, and we'll just give him some LRMs. I don't know, we'll fire the full volley, why not? Only one of them actually has to make contact, but let's make sure. Okay, so they don't have vision on us anymore, the strikers will not be able to fire.
You're dead.
And then hopefully, my plan here is to have the assassin and the Jenner just burn the strikers down really fast. Never mind, they just made it up here. I figured the trees would slow them enough that it wouldn't be an issue. And now this guy can just LRM because that guy has vision. Alright, well, that's
Back up
annoying.
to my armor, Commander.
Yes, Commander.
Does mean that it should be even easier than we were expecting to just kill them, though. So I'm melee force 70 against this guy? Yeah, that's pretty good. Unfortunately, that does not give me vision of the other one. We're still just going to do the stomp. Alright, you're in the area where the artist is being held. I guess I'm loading the artist into the Jenner. Yeah, that's fine. Jenner's fast. I have no doubt that it will make it safely to the evac. Okay, apparently this is a whole extra lance of mechs. I guess it is 1.5 skulls. I'm not surprised we can't see that guy. I guess he's in the shadow of these rocks over here. And I do like these maps. The jungle maps look really,
I
really
hear
good.
ya.
Commander?
Right, let's have the assassin move up here and try to paste this guy. We need to know whether this works because we need to know how many LRMs have to be devoted to this cause. So he doesn't really have all that much front armor. I'm gonna precision strike here. I want to try to focus the fire a little bit. It's really important that this thing dies. Look how focused the fire was.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, so Probably want it to be you who is shooting the LRMs at him.
Engaging jump jets.
We want to just keep getting higher and higher ground to shoot from. Alright, we only need to hit with... Yeah, I was going to say, we only need to hit with like 4 of those 20 rockets in the front section. Alright, so now the assassin is safe. We're not going to lose an arm or anything. You could, I suppose, just run up and get us some vision. I'm fairly confident that all of their shots will go to the right torso, so let's turn and try to present our left as much as possible. Man, do I even think that's worthwhile? No, I don't really.
Moving fast!
We have the asset, Commander.
Alright, the secondary... Wait, is the secondary area over there? Is the painting all the way on that side of the map, really? Or is that the evac zone? Nope, that's the painting. Well, I mean, we should get paid, right? We should get the maximum pay, but that's a very annoying place for it to be. In that building, I guess.
Orders.
Your orders are to not do anything.
Holding for tactical advantage.
So let them make all their moves, and then we'll come down and do the thing. Okay, that's a flea. That's a different mech. And a commando, the commando that has all the missiles. Okay. That guy's like a pretty high priority. Amongst these mechs, he has probably the greatest damage potential. So, he only has 2 evasion.
What's up, boss?
Can I get the Jenner to a position where I can fire on him? It doesn't have to be a good shot, it just has to be a shot. Answer is no.
I hear ya.
So I guess we're just doing the Centurions on him then. I want a direct line of fire to him. That has indirect, indirect. Here we have an obstructed. I think the best we're going to get is obstructed. Does the other one have a clean shot? Sort of. He's actually like remarkably hard to hit. Right near the soft side of that hill. I had to turn though. Alright, we'll use returned to strip an evasion charge. I'm not gonna precision strike because we'll do that with the other mech.
Engaging
Alright, well knocking his arm off certainly helps.
target. Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
What can I do for ya?
I guess you just turn so that he's just barely in your left arc. And then maybe we don't need to hit him with the precision strike. Anywhere that the UAC-5 hits, it's going to completely destroy. Yeah, I'm going to save the resolve.
Let's get fired up! There's work to do!
Alright, that was definitely the most dangerous of the enemies. Now... 2 medium lasers, 2 medium lasers... And I don't know if we... I don't think we saw what that was at any point. Okay, we can't attack with the assassin no matter how much we want to.
Standing by.
But the Jenner can get something. I guess what the Jenner can do is run up and give me a precision strike on one of these things to knock it down to
On
3.
my way.
Let's do this so that we know the Jenner gets to go before it next turn as well. And who knows? Maybe we'll just kill it.
Engaging target.
Or maybe I'll only hit it with a single weapon. Also possible.
Commander?
Oh, you can get an attack off. It's not even a terrible attack.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
somehow managed to not break through the armor on a locust. Alright, we have some armor, we have cover. We should be able to weather this tiny nonsense fairly easily. I think I'm going to expose the Jenner a little bit more. Yeah, we can get an awful lot of evasion here. And we're going to precision strike again. This pushes him down to underneath. And we're getting right up against that heat threshold.
Got it.
Pushes him down to underneath the rest of the mech, so even if we don't get a kill here, we can at least have a Centurion put him away before he gets an attack.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Alright, let's do that, because I really just don't want to have to deal with his nonsense. If I stand much further back, I'm not going to be able to shoot him at all. May it be you?
Engaging target.
Alright. The tiny little flea actually has better damage potential and better disruption potential than the locusts, I think. And then we have one locust who has left himself extremely vulnerable. Keep trying to keep that right arm cradled away from him. Are we too inside the range? Nope, that's just what the number looks like. Alright, well, we destroyed the entire top half of that mech.
Good to go.
I think we just jump down here and really, like, let this dude have it.
Here we go.
I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to... yeah, I should be able to fire everything. SRMs aren't too heat intensive. Nope, can't fire everything. Well, let's turn off the medium laser then. Kind of hoping we'd get the leg. We did remove at least one weapon, though. Okay, now we get to punch him.
Good to go.
Reserve down, because I would love to do this with anybody other than the locust, anybody other than the Jenner, if possible. No, apparently we do not get to punch him. Nobody can actually reach him because of the elevation. At that range, he's just inside. Yeah, he's like... He's always just inside optimal weapons range. That's very annoying.
Engaging target.
Okay, and this way we can use the Jenner's very long move to run to the painting.
Commander.
Jesus, look at that.
Acknowledged.
And then the rest of us can just fall back to evac. Oh, okay. Fall forward to evac.
Waiting for orders.
Map's a little bit awkward for big mechs running around without jump jets.
Standing by. Position confirmed.
Got it.
Alright, almost. So this is going to end up paying us certainly nowhere near what we were getting from the last, the jobs on the last planet. Which was like actually an incredible amount of money for this point in the game.
Moving to position.
On my way.
But it'll be good. It'll be a month's pay. Wow, it'll be a month's pay at this very low pay level. Okay, cool. We don't actually have to run to the run everybody to the exit. See, it does know sometimes. Sometimes it's able to go, okay, the objectives are complete enough. We could just pull it. But not all the missions are designed to do that for some reason. So yeah, 302, we took a tiny bit of structural damage. I'm not too worried about that. None of this stuff is particularly compelling, so I guess let's just grab pieces of mechs to finish. got a locust piece as well. Another SRM-6 pod is totally fine. Like, some weapons, like the SRM-6 and the medium laser, are things that they never feel like anything special. But once the mech company is all built out and we have 18 mechs and they're all in service, we'll find ourselves in a position where we want to be equipping like 50 or 60 medium lasers and maybe 24 SRM-6 pods. And so it's good to just have a whole bunch of them. Alright, are any of these other 1.5 skulls? That one's against the planetary government. This one is pirates, so we're not doing this one. Alright, we require a small but overwhelming military strike. Hey, that might be my middle name. Blow a thing up. You got it. Do you need the rest of the information? No, absolutely not. I love blowing a thing up. So what was the structural damage? It's 21 points to the empty left arm. Yeah, that's fine. We are in a slightly hotter part of the planet now, so we do have to be a little bit smarter about that, but, like, the only move we might make in that circumstance is that we might trade the Jenner out for the Urban Mech. And in general, I think the Jenner's just a very strong, very versatile mech, and that's even more true now that it has the tag laser. Imperative, the local government network goes offline to remove their ability to coordinate a response. We are definitely going to remove some abilities to do some things. Like live and not be on fire. So we're probably going to walk away from this with like another 1 million or so C-bills between the couple of missions we have left. We're going to be in a good position financially. But the most important thing, like, money's important, don't get me wrong, because we do have to not go broke. But the number one most important thing, actually, in terms of developing our ability to get stronger and make more money, is building better mechs. So that's always got to be the thing we're thinking about the most.
Affirmative.
Moving out.
And as we get a better ability to do missions, as we get better mechs, we get an ability to do more difficult missions. And as we get the ability to do more difficult missions, we will get more mechs. We'll get more and better mechs. So we enter a positive feedback loop. It's just a matter of actually making it to that point.
Acknowledged.
Let's let their vehicles drive forward and stuff.
Standing by.
That might be a galleon or something. The vehicles that can move on 3 are generally not very dangerous.
I copy.
They do have something that moves on 2. And then on 1 we're probably also going to see them have turns, because my guess is they have some...
Good to go.
They have some base turrets, probably. Alright, maybe this is an overcommitment.
Going full speed.
But get me some readings.
I've got something.
Okay, so we've got...
They've got a sensor lock on.
Oh, they sensor locked. So we've got a couple of... Probably these mechs are on 4, and then the vehicles are on 3, and then 2.
Waiting for orders.
It's good information.
Moving fast.
So if you're wondering why we're moving so quickly across the ground, oh, they have LRM turrets. It's, first of all, because, of course, flat ground. But secondly, mechs move even faster along road. Just like, the whole point of road is for it to be optimal for us to move along quickly. It's nice to have a mission take place in an area like this, where we can just, like, do our thing very effectively.
Going turbo.
Okay, so we know they have 1 sensor lock turret and 1 LRM turret. 2 LRM turrets. Weird that they passed the turn without doing anything just before this. Like, they sensor locked, then we went, then they missiled, then we went, then they did nothing. Then we went, then they missiled again. It's pretty unusual. That means that the Jenner and the Assassin are both in considerable danger. Because if they can sensor lock, there's no way for us to stay out of their range. Without actually staying out of their range. You know, ordinarily, you can just manage their line of sight. Okay, a spider, that's 2 medium lasers? Yeah, not too bad. And it's in terrible shape. I think I'm going to just reserve down.
Holding action, Commander.
I want to let the vehicles take their turn, then jump my mechs up there. Oh, the Scorpion can see us. Okay, so it's a Scorpion. The Scorpion's a little bit more dangerous. The AC-5 does 45 damage.
Commander.
You can definitely have a mech part get actually injured with that. Do we want to reserve past what is probably a Scorpion? Not a Scorpion, you know, a Striker. Yeah, let's go ahead and reserve past the Striker, too. I'm hoping it will do the same thing and drive forward. Okay. So we can probably kill both the vehicles this turn. That's my guess. That is certainly what we're going to try to do.
Receiving you.
Sorry, Pancake. Let's see, we can make 4 evasion if we run over here, and then we have pretty good odds on hitting that Striker in the side. I think that's how we're going to start. I'm going to try to keep my evasion high here. Do I want to precision? I mean, it would be really cool if this thing was dead. Just like really focus in that side armor where it really doesn't have that much health.
Targeting for intelligence.
Okay, we're good. We got it.
Vehicle trashed.
Definitely worth the resolve spend.
What can I do for you?
Alright, then I think if we can, we want to present the Centurions as greater threats. Okay, I can get a direct fire on the vehicle from here. That's probably what we should do.
You betcha.
I want the LRMs to feel like they have good reason to fire at things that aren't the Jenner. He has 41 front health. Debating using UAC ammo. Maybe we want to save it. Nah, let's make sure he goes down. I could probably have turned off the LRMs there.
You like that?
I was trying to make sure that even if the UAC missed, we had it. Boy, that other LRM turret is going to get all of the hits. Poor Jenner's down to, like, basically nothing. Armor-wise and evasion-wise. Alright, so we can get vision of this thing. It is a Locust that, for some reason, has no evasion. Well, shoot at that, then. It's an okay start.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Yeah, see, then they pass with a guy up.
What can I do for you?
That's not actually them passing the turn with a guy up. What that is them taking the turn of a turret that has no long-range weapons. But it's just weird for them to do it in that way. Alright, at the risk of maybe causing other problems, I'm going to commit the Assassin here. We're going to try to finish this Locust off right now while it's relatively weak. And maybe give the turrets another thing to shoot at.
Take this.
I can't believe he's alive. 1 HP, man. Okay. The only structure exposed was on the arm. That's not too bad.
Orders.
So the Jenner maybe just runs? We can't get out of range, but we could do something like this. Generate 7 points of evasion and then just face our left side toward the turrets. Can I get to a place where I can shoot at the turret that's exposed? No, I cannot. Oh, wait. Here we go. Maybe start softening this thing up. It has 97 health, so I won't kill it by myself, but I can maybe loosen it up a little bit.
Acknowledged.
It has not been shooting at us, but it will be shooting at us now, and it's actually quite dangerous. Ah, that's annoying. Alright, we'll do this.
Locking on target.
Okay, 75 in. That should make it pretty easy to kill it with a single LRM shot from tire fire, while we focus the rest of the weapons on something else. Okay, cool. The Centurions are attracting some fire, which is good. There's every chance that that Locust is just getting punched by the assassin.
We're getting outflanked.
That is a little dangerous.
You can see daylight through my armor.
There's nothing explosive back there, and obviously the back armor on that thing doesn't matter too much because nothing else will get to hit it in the back, ideally. But it is definitely dangerous. Do it like this so that we're throwing a punch, first of all, into the damaged side, and secondly, so that nobody else has the ability to hit the back. This will probably be a kill. Yeah, even if he'd hit the leg, enough damage would transfer up the leg into the torso that it would have been lethal. It was basically just like the only way that was going to not work is if he missed the melee attack entirely. Okay, let's have.
Waiting
Okay,
on
we're gonna have tire fire.
Got it.
Tire fire doesn't really need to fire everything this turn, so like we do a single LRM pod, the LRM-10 at the turret, and then we fire some other stuff at this guy, but not everything. This is really just about removing 1 point of evasion, so probably we only fire the medium laser. This actually lets us shed some heat while probably still getting a kill and also making the spider easier for return to shoot at. I was going to say, if we fail to kill that turret, it's actually going to be really bad for the small mechs who are now up there and getting hit by that autocannon. It is possible that the turret we just killed is the only one that had sensor lock. So we might actually have a much easier time surviving now. Okay, good. The sensor lock was going to be somewhat irrelevant if they still had just normal vision of us, so that did need to happen. Alright, let's find out. Yep, okay. The sniper turret was the only one that could see us. Well, that's pretty great. So, we have reason to believe there are at least 2 other turrets, right? 3. So there are 2 LRM turrets and then the turret that was just passing its turn because it couldn't do anything. We still have to be a little bit smart. You just reserve down. We'll have the assassin jump up here and get vision. Ooh. Maybe not. Assassin sprint up here and get vision. We can kill this thing with LRMs.
Moving fast.
Okay, we have a reinforcement lance coming in. There's the 3 turrets.
What can I do for you?
We gotta get these Centurions into closer position. How much health does this have? 97. So this Centurion has a missile payload that is capable of getting it quite low, and then the other one will have to do the finishing blow. Wow, 65% is lower than I was expecting. Are we outside of... Yeah, we're outside of optimal range, long-range target penalty. Well, we don't have to hit with that much. We need to get it comfortably below 60.
I hear ya.
Yeah, and then the other Centurion can handle it, and I
read
think
you, Commander. Moving out.
we're a tiny bit closer here. Is this close enough to get good odds? Yeah, better odds.
Got it. We can do this. Let's
I
go.
maybe could have turned off the LRM-5s to save some ammo there, but I was worried that if the guns behaved at all below expected value, we would have been in some pretty deep trouble. Just gonna let some heat bleed off, because we're about to be in combat again whenever that reinforcement lance shows up. I want to make sure that we're ready for it. No idea what direction they even might come from.
Good to go.
So you can move forward, reveal this turret, and start working on it. We could try to move to a position where we can see both of the new turrets. That might be overcommitting. I mean, I certainly don't want to actually get fired at by both of the new turrets. But I do want to get them down quickly, because as soon as the other mechs show up, we're going to have problems with the LRM turret being able to spam us.
Moving to position.
So yeah, I guess give me vision. So that's a shredder. That's definitely more dangerous. think we gotta shoot the shredder turret.
Firing everything I've got.
Oh, we scored some hits on the nearby buildings. Okay,
Waiting
well,
for orders.
that gives us that information.
Coordinates received.
So tire fire splits. One LRM pod at you, one LRM pod at you. And this guy only has 8 health left, so he can be the 5.
You get a headshot, and you get a headshot.
Okay, should still be plenty easy for us to take out that turret, and then we have a lance that is in great condition, nearly full health, against a single, I'm assuming, fairly weak reinforcement lance. Although I suppose the fact that our Centurions are nowhere near being able to use their autocannons is potentially a problem. And the Jenner might even have bled off all of its heat by then.
Waiting for orders.
We're definitely not going to take any shots. I think I'm going to run the Jenner like all the way over here
On my way. Double time.
with the intention of jumping up in sort of a flanking angle. Okay, we can read that that's a vehicle now. I wonder how much I want to wait. We probably don't need to do anything on 4. We have to be a little bit wary about letting them roll forward and get vision of the assassin. Okay, it's not just vehicles, but that is a 4 initiative max, so probably not a dangerous one. That guy's about to roll in and probably get a shot off. But the front armor on the assassin is in really good shape. You know what? I'm just going to reserve down. We know they have a vehicle that moves on 2. It's almost certainly just another striker. Okay, it's a galleon. I think we're in pretty okay shape here. How much armor does it have? Is it in good shape? It is not very well maintained. Okay, super easy to kill, actually. Let's have Return go first. We might be able to just LRM this thing to death right now. Okay, maybe not. Take a little bit of resolve. Really give it your best. Almost none of those shots hit the front. You know, there used to be a bug. Okay, yeah, that's just a striker. There used to be a bug with vehicles where if you aimed at a part of it, for some reason, it made you less likely to hit that part and more likely to hit the other parts of the vehicle. I would have assumed that they had cleaned that up by now. I don't know. I'll look into it. We definitely had to develop a different strategy for dealing with vehicles during the last campaign.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so there are 4 things in their party,
Good to go.
2 of which are probably mechs moving on 4, one of which is the striker. We could run up here and maybe have a pretty good shot on that guy. Let's go find
On
out.
my way.
Alright, so it's a Locust, a Striker, and a Firestarter. Okay, the Firestarter's gotta die. Let's push his initiative down to 3. And just go center, right? Yeah. I don't think it makes too much sense to do anything else. We could go after a leg, I suppose. We're gonna want to have the Jenner jump up and try to help out with this. Or so much less likely to be able to direct shots to the leg, and we would have to hit the leg with, like, everything in order to bring it down. Yeah, I'll just work on the center torso. Oh, actually, we got a lot better clustering there than I was expecting.
Yes, Commander.
Jenner jumps up and also precision shots him. Down to 2 initiative. Unfortunately, not in the center. But shooting from the side, we're way more likely to get that leg. Alright, now that he's down to 2, the assassin can probably finish him off next turn. I'm just, like, not at all worried about this locust.
Standing by.
We could go for a jump up here. I was trying to get the striker. It looks like we actually can't hit him. Alright, well, that being the case, then I think we just do this. It's my left arm that's screwed up, so actually, could we run a little shorter and turn more? Be even a little shorter? Oh, I don't want to make my shot obstructed. Yeah, that's okay.
Moving out. Got it.
And that's a pretty damn bad shot.
Scored a critical hit.
There's like a whole bunch of heat for basically no gain. Wait, why is that fire starter moving? We precision striked it twice last turn. It should be on initiative 2.
Oh, I'm wounded.
Yeah, that's a thing that shouldn't have happened. Do they have a plus initiative pilot in it, maybe? I mean, I guess they must. That's the only way that that works that way. Pretty unusual.
Affirmative.
Alright, let's see if we can't finish the job with you. And then if we can take down the vehicle with the LRMs, then we're in really good shape, I think. There's no version of this where I get... Oh, interesting. We lost vision of the vehicle. Him standing over there was the only reason we could see it. Well, that really screws us up. That's actually very, very bad. Because that guarantees that the vehicle gets to shoot.
Full throttle.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much sense shooting at the locust at this range with it having that much evasion. So let's just close as much as we can.
Going turbo.
Yeah, and then the striker gets a full turn of fire on small mechs that are very close to it, which is really bad. Okay, it elected not to roll forward and get the SRMs, which I appreciate. Terrible play.
Reporting internal damage. Let's get fired up. There's work to do.
Okay, can the assassin... No, the assassin cannot do any such thing. The assassin does not move on 4. I keep forgetting. You pretty much just have to run away, right? Actually, if I move, I don't even cool enough to not take overheat damage again. I can move this far. A sprint is a bad idea, but I can move this far.
On my way.
We just brace.
I hear ya.
Okay, that's real weird. Let's have you jump up to here.
Time to fly.
Okay, so we have real good shots on just everything. Except that I can't actually make use of them.
Vehicle killed.
I feel like this stuff could be faster. There's like a lot of time after the animation and the attack have completely finished playing out where it's just like, well, nothing's happening, but we're going to sit here and stare at the corpse. Alright, let's go for a precision strike. Let's make this count.
Special delivery.
There we go. We had an opening. It's not every day that an enemy small mech just perches itself on the edge of a cliff with no evasion. Okay, you can step up and we can start destroying things.
Upgrading heavy damage to an enemy structure. Enemy structure eliminated.
This is probably like an occasion where it could just give me the give me the battle. Don't do anything.
Acknowledged. Moving out.
I guess we probably don't need the large laser, right? This is 150... Oh, actually, it's 150 health. That's a lot more than I was expecting.
Got it.
You know, it's a medium building, but it's a medium military building, so it's got to be impressive. I'm going to precision strike a building, because apparently my missiles will not hit it otherwise. Okay, then we can wrap that up with a single attack next turn.
Holding
I guess,
action,
actually, the
Commander.
fastest thing I could do is click brace.
Good for now.
You are
Waiting for
far too far away.
Copy that. Firing.
Okay, the Jenner even gets to contribute.
I'm coming in hot.
We're probably going to have the Jenner sit out from now, because we took some fairly significant structural damage there, and I don't want to lose, I don't want to lose the arm. I guess it's not that expensive, and we have enough medium lasers that it probably wouldn't be a big deal. I guess, actually, I don't know which, I don't remember which arm the tag is in. We definitely don't want to have a chance of losing the tag. It's in the right arm? Okay, so that's not too bad. Yeah, nothing interesting. Hey, look at that. We have a locust. We won't use it, but we have it. It's one more mech on the small chassis checklist. I think we have time for one more. Let's just get into one of these other easy missions and do one more. So the planet is wearing us down slowly, but I think we should have no major problem here getting through the rest of these missions in one piece. You know, actually, I didn't realize that's the LRM, locust. We totally might use that. Oh, except we don't have, yeah, it doesn't have any parts in it. Okay, well, we rebuilt it empty because that's the only way you can, and we'll just have to fix that on the way to the next target. But yeah, an LRM small is actually totally worth using. So this is against the Capellans, that's fine. Is that the highest paying of the remaining missions? No, okay, this looks good. A friend of our organization has been accused by the planetary government of illegal activities. While under this accusation, she's unable to perform her duties for Capellan leadership. Evidence to be used in an upcoming hearing is being transported to a spaceport. Your team is to intercept the convoy and destroy it. I can do that. Let's pull the Jenner. We'll run the urban mech. Not totally ideal. And then we have to put in somebody who's injured. We'll use sourdough because sensor lock. We're earning a little bit of XP here. These low skull jobs don't have great XP payouts. We could probably have put in another skill point on each of those pilots. But also I could just do it between episodes. So convoy missions like this can be a bit of a crapshoot. Sometimes it's just like a half dozen vehicles, one squad of vehicles that is the convoy and one squad that is the guard, but sometimes you'll have like escorting mechs, sometimes you'll have multiple lances of escorting mechs, one that's actually with them and then another one that shows up as soon as the fighting starts. This could actually end up being an awful lot of bodies. It also could be a total milk run. This job is higher profile than our usual work, Darius warns us, so probably a lot of bodies. It's fine. There's going to be a lot of small, easily auto-cannoned bodies.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, our goal is to track down the convoy, so let's scout out the target area, stop it from reaching that destination, then get to the evac zone on top of the hill. Easy enough.
I like it here. It's lush.
It is fairly lush. So we have no special heat concerns on this map, which is nice. Not as relevant as it could be, because we aren't running the Jenner anymore.
Our target is within sensor range.
Oh, interesting. We have a reading already. That is a guard lance. Or a guard vehicles, maybe.
Receiving you.
Let's let them move first. Yeah, we may as well. I don't think they're going to be able to get vision on us. They have a nice flat path to run, but also, like, we're behind rocks and far away. That's got to be a striker, so we'll let it roll forward, and then the assassin will jump up on the hill, and we'll just
We
annihilate it.
got bad guys.
Ooh, maybe multiple strikers. Maybe some other stuff that moves on too. There are actually some, there are some vehicles that are a lot scarier than the ones we've seen. We're not seeing them because they're rare on low skull missions, because they carry very, very powerful weaponry. But who knows? Maybe we're going to see the first one of those. This being a one skull mission, probably not.
I hear ya.
Okay, can we get vision on everything? It's weirdly hard to get sight on this guy. But yeah, this gives me vision of everything, and then we get to go before most of them on the next turn. So what do we have? A galleon, a striker, and a striker. Okay. Well, my inclination is to pulverize the galleon up here at close range.
All weapons are go.
Or at least start working on pulverizing the galleon. Okay. And then these guys can be centurioned as usual. We are not going to be able to get anything approximating a direct line of fire on anything. I think I want to try to take the high ground, so we're going to move up this way. That gives me a decent shot on this guy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, want to make sure that we're shooting into the front arc on him now, because that was a lot of damage to the front. Yeah, this should be fine. And we don't have to kill him this turn, because we get to go before them on the next turn.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Alright, and what do we want to do with the urban mech? Does the urban mech have sensor range on that thing? It does not, so I couldn't even sensor lock it to remove the 2 evasion.
Double time, let's go.
We'll sprint up, and then maybe we'll sensor lock it on this turn. I'm going to reserve down, and we're going to start the turn with the assassin. Run forward and take a shot at it. Ooh, maybe it's going to be a little more complicated. Ow! Okay, well that's an AC5. Right in my evasion negator.
Affirmative.
Okay, we've got 10,000 contacts. Well, nothing for it now. We're committed. These things are all moving on to... Oh god. I mean, sometimes convoy vehicles aren't heavily armed, so we might get lucky there. Okay, so this guy's actually part of the convoy, not one of the guards. Just can't get a shot, man. Alright. We're gonna have to figure something out with him. Let's start with this, though. I know I said I wanted to take the hill, but I didn't realize the enemies were going to be so far away. We should probably move in this direction. Try to get ourselves into autocannon range.
Engaging jump jets.
Primary target damaged. Concentrate your fire and bring it down.
I hear ya.
Alright, you barely have jump jets, so it probably doesn't make a lot of sense for you to do anything other than just run. And it would be really cool if this thing did not get another turn. It is much more heavily armored, though. Might have a hard time making that happen.
Ready for orders.
I'm gonna sprint to here with the urban mech in the hopes that next turn I'll be able to jump up into a position where I have a direct shot on the front of that tank. Alright, what do we got moving in? This is pretty bad. Our assassin might take some serious damage here. I didn't realize there were going to be 4 more vehicles 10 feet outside sensor range. That's on me. I'm getting impatient. They're all actually strikers, too, so they're all... Man. My kingdom for one of those mortars right now, you know? The good news is they're rolling up far enough that they're inside optimal LRM range, so a lot of the LRMs are missing. That guy's at a little bit better range. Yeah, There was almost all of the LRMs hit, but almost all... I think all of the SRMs missed. That's too many strikers. Alright, well, frankly... Okay, I was about to say, frankly, it's a miracle we survived that without losing any parts. Never mind. This is too many vehicles.
Standing by.
This mission is heavily underrated. Like, look at the total damage output potential of this group of vehicles is so high. That guy's killable as long as we hit the front. I might want to... Well, we're not going to kill a striker from full health with a single shot. That one we could, because for some reason that one has less armor. Okay, so I think the plan is... Is this the deepest we can jump? Yeah. Alright, we jump up to here. Which arm is the thing in? It's in the right, so we jump up to here, we angle like this.
Jumping.
And we put an AC 10 shot into this guy. If it hits anywhere, it kills him. Actually, he has cover. So minus 20%. Yeah, if it hits anywhere, it does 48 damage and kills him.
Firing.
It's exactly the amount that is necessary. Alright, then they get their AC 5 boat to go, and it is going to do a lot of damage. Really?
Wow.
Headshot.
That was bad.
That was bad, you're right. That's accurate assessment. Can we get into a position behind these rocks where those things don't have a direct shot? No, we can't. Okay, the assassin just has to leave. That sucks, but for right now, yeah, the only useful thing this thing can do is get to a place where it can't be seen. We'll jump forward like this a little bit. He's not visible to anybody down here. He's got these rocks for cover.
Time to fly.
And from there, he can return to a shooting position quickly if we need him to.
Waiting on you, Commander.
And then each of you guys has to kill one striker or else we're going to lose. We're not going to lose the mission. We're going to lose more mechs, though. Actually, somebody's got to put down the Scorpion. That's probably a higher priority. Wow, really good shooting. Did you seriously fail to do that? How could that possibly be the case? When I fired the weapons, I was like, this is definitely overkill. Well, that's very annoying. Also, BattleTech just minimized for some reason. Okay. Can we get... What I need is a direct shot on something that... There we go. Something that isn't that thing. The only thing I have a direct shot on here is so far away, but yeah, it still works. Okay.
No sweat.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to multi-target. Shooting in the front arc on this dude with the LRM 10. One hit is sufficient, but I'm not going to mess around. You get all the direct fire weaponry. And then... Actually, do I have a direct shot on that guy too? See, this one is his armor's busted up. I'm wondering if maybe we do that. 40 damage is not going to kill guy B. He has to take 48. He's got cover. You know what? I'm gonna try it this way. It only takes one missile to the front section to kill the Scorpion. This might actually be enough damage to kill A and B while putting a significant amount of fire into C. Oh no, sorry. It would totally kill C if we hit both shots.
Got it.
If we hit both shots to the same location, I should say. Okay. One down. Oh, wait, he has zero health. Okay, and the autocannon hit two different locations. This guy's dead and the game hasn't noticed? That's weird. I guess maybe he has a fractional hit point? That shouldn't be the case. Because there's nothing in the game that deals fractional... I guess... We dealt fractional damage to him this turn, and then his armor was reduced by a percentage when he spawned. So yeah, it must be the case that he has a fractional hit point and the value is being truncated rather than rounded up. Alright, we're getting some good use out of the bulwark on Sourdough there.
Damage on that hit. Yes, Commander.
Alright, Sourdough, hold on a second.
Waiting for the right move.
Let's let the Centurions do their thing first. I want to back up even more. There we go, optimal weapons range. Try to take down this full health striker. Yep, don't love that.
What can I do for you?
Good to go.
Waiting for orders.
So we're not quite in melee range. I don't know what is going on with my computer. Something is minimizing the game over and over again in a way that's very annoying.
Good to go.
Let's have you do your thing here. So we're gonna... I really can't find a direct fire angle on anything. Okay, we could direct fire from... Yeah, that totally works. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do.
Don't need to tell me twice.
You run to there. This guy's getting the LRM-5. Actually, I guess he has to get hit in the front in order to die, assuming that we have diagnosed the issue correctly. So maybe he gets the LRM-10 just to be like a little more certain. And then you have a weakened side, so we probably don't fire the medium laser, but we do fire the UAC and the large laser. That'll get him. And I'm not going to attack the other guy at all, I think. Yeah, I think we're gonna overdo it a little bit here. Let's try to make absolutely certain these things go down.
Line 'em up and I'll shoot 'em down, Commander.
15 LRMs into you. Everything else is... the other targets were too close to shoot them with the LRMs anyway. Okay, just barely got through there. And now on this guy, we have the Urban Mech plus the Assassin, if we need it. His damage side is the one that's facing away from us, and I can't jump far enough to get to it. How much leg armor do we have? Like a lot? I'm debating doing a stomp. No, that's not necessary.
Engaging jump jets.
Let's just shoot him.
All weapons are go.
Okay, managed to miss the armor on that side, so that's not good. I'm debating whether this is even a good idea now. We hit the turret. The turret is always hittable, but it's not a very good chance of hitting it. So you would need to shoot either the front or the right to have a good chance of getting a kill here. What's his back armor look like? Too high. We might actually just not be able to kill this thing. Shots to the turret are always heartbreaking. The turret still has 48 health. Well, alright. Went the right arm toward him. I have a ton of evasion and also cover. He probably can't kill me. And I just hope that stuff goes to the front instead of directly to the side.
All weapons are go.
And attempting to use, okay, we got there. Attempting to use precision strike on vehicles has difficult to predict results, so we just won't do it. Alright, well that went worse than I thought it was going to, but we got through it. There's a lot of vehicles all very tightly clustered together. So, because they're vehicles, we don't get any salvage, we don't get any parts salvage. Is there anything here that we really want? We only own 4 LRM 10s and 2 AC5s, both of which are useful pieces of equipment. Let's take an AC5. We're more likely to get an LRM 10 in the random loot because there's so many of them on the pool. Nope, nothing. Okay, that's fine. I think we have enough. I think we have as many as we need. For the moment, at least. that locust probably can't even mount a 10. It probably only has room for 5s in it, because it's very, very low weight. Okay, so, are there any jobs here left for us to do? We're not doing sending a message. Oh no, sending a message we're doing. We're not doing dead or alive. Incomplete intelligence is against the Capellans. Okay, so there's 2 more. We have a little bit more to get done here. I mean, this planet has been pretty easy and pretty good for our pocketbook. That last one was a real bonanza. We're not going to get that lucky all the time. We've done some good work here. I think this is an okay place to call it for today. That's going to be it for us for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time. Tomorrow we're going to wrap up our business here on whatever this planet is named. I've already forgotten. And then hopefully find something a little bit more lucrative in the near future. And we'll see you then.